Hi there. Thanks for joining me for another issue of It's Like This, the read aloud version. Today is May 31st, 2024, and this is issue number 47, Sweet Talk. My son came into my office early one morning and stood behind me at my desk, spinning his beads over my head. I swiveled around in my desk chair, placed my hand on his belly, and scanned his face for his mood. He seemed content. His bedhead indicated a solid sleep. "Good morning, buddy," I said. "How are you?" Not expecting a response, I was in mid-swivel back to my computer to close out what I was doing, when he volleyed a casual, "I'm good." I laughed in shock, hit with this splash of normalcy that means nothing to most people, a mundane piece of social nicety we typically gloss over. I know that he's most likely tossing out a learned script someone's been practicing with him, and in the grand scheme of how he's going to get along in life, a rote response may not seem to matter. But this rare reciprocal gesture brightened my morning at least. "I'm good too, buddy. I'm great now, in fact." My son is almost 25 years old. I've never had a conversation with him, not really. I can't say that he's nonverbal because he does speak a few words and short phrases, repeatedly, but we don't have discussions. I can ask him what he wants to eat, and he'll answer, usually with the help of a written choice board. He can't tell me directly if he likes it, if it's too spicy, if it's burned his tongue. I can ask him how his day was, but he can't respond, except sometimes with the help of a photo or text cue. I know his comfort foods, his comfort shirts, his comfort routines, but I don't know his thoughts behind them. Sometimes a point of discussion is too far removed from what is happening at this moment. In this way, my son is the epitome of mindfulness. He is paying attention to the here and now. He has difficulty expressing what happened earlier or speculating about the future. He doesn't ask why or why not, so we try to give him the because anyway. He doesn't ask me anything about myself or our life or our plans beyond what's for dinner or where's Dad. Even with visual supports, repetition, patience, and a lot of belief, our conversations are usually short, one-way streets. A number of years ago, outside a store as I was loading purchases into the back of my car, I heard a little voice behind me say something in earnest. I glanced up to see a mother with a young child by the hand walking past. I couldn't hear what the child said. She was maybe 4 years old, but the mom responded to her, "Really? Why?" The girl gave her answer in a sweet, tiny voice as they continued on their way, and I stood there astonished, like I'd just seen an alien spacecraft fly by the Safeway parking lot. That just doesn't happen here, to me. Not when he was that little, and not now. When my boy, as a toddler, was being assessed for speech delays, well-intentioned therapists reminded me to talk to my child, implying that perhaps his difficulty speaking was due to my inability to engage him or model language. I think it's hard for anyone, even doctors and therapists, to understand what it's like day after day to have one-sided conversations with a person you love in the deepest way. In reality, I talk to him too much, feeling the need to use my words to connect with him, to explain and reassure. This is ironic, considering that this is the one person who would be most okay to sit together in silence. I've gotten used to talking to myself. Despite knowing that my son needs more processing time to answer a question, I often speed ahead without waiting long enough for his response, assuming it's probably not coming. When he does respond, I'm reminded to slow down, give him time, pay attention. The other day I learned from my son's day program staff that they took the local express bus on an outing to Target, so I asked him about it on our drive home. It started out as one of our typical conversations. Me: "I heard you went to Target today." Him: Me: "Did you have fun at Target?" Him: Target. Me: "I bet it was fun. I heard you rode the bus." Him: Bus. Me: "I'm glad you got to ride the bus. Very cool. Did you buy something at Target?" Him: Me: "Did you buy a treat at Target today? What did you get?" Him: As I was reminding myself to check for a receipt in his wallet or a photo on his phone, moving on in my head to other things, I heard his low whisper. Him. Snickers. My excited response may have been overdramatic for the content of that exchange, but man, that really satisfies. Thanks as always for being here. This is Robin LaVoy, and life around here, it's like this.